What's next? It's a good question. I do really want to do architecture. That's for sure. I think that's something that I'm very sure of. What I'm not sure of is the path to be one. But yesterday I was thinking a lot, as I usually do, and something occurred to me. I realized that it's not about being an architect. It's not about claiming oneself as an artist or claiming oneself as an architect. It's about doing architecture, doing art. That's what it is about. I had this same problem about programming, I would say like 2 years ago. I really wanted to do programming because I saw programming as a I mean, at first as an intellectual idealization, like thinking that everyone who programs is smart, which I'm not saying that's true, because there are people dumb. That like not necessarily an activity gives you the smartness to survive in this world. But I have this idea that programming was something that I should had that I wanted to learn. Basically, I saw programming as a way to just do anything, which honestly, kudos to me for doing that, for thinking that way, because I think although I don't live off programming, I don't use programming on a daily basis. I do use it quite often to optimize procedures, to just do whatever I want to do, to extract whatever I want to do. I think it's like a useful. It's like English, learning English. My first language is Spanish, but learning English, of course, opened not only a lot of doors, a lot of opportunities, but also a lot of concepts and a lot of ways of doing things. Basically, it opened a new tool to survive and be versatile in this world. Because I think in this world you have to be versatile in order to survive. And the best way to be versatile is to know a lot about a lot of things. Basically, in order to be versatile, in order to survive, you need to become a polymath. You have no option. Otherwise, you will get stuck and somewhere where you don't even want to be, or somewhere where you're miserable and you don't even know why you're miserable, which is the worst loop you can find yourself to, which unfortunately is the loop that most people find themselves in. So I'm an advocate of versatility, of knowledge, of polymathy, because it's not about the title that it gives you. It's not about the arrogance or the ego that it gives you. It's about the ability to be versatile and therefore survive in this cruel, mundane world that sometimes is quite cruel. But realizing that it's cruel and knowing that you can escape it is pretty satisfying. And the way you can know it is by knowing more, by learning things, by being versatile, by having a lot of tools under your toolkit. And by tools, I don't mean physical tools. I mean knowledge about certain things. Do not depend about a single thing, a single person, a single idea. Have multiple dependence on ideas, professions, persons. Do not let your life depend on one single unit of anything. Be versatile, become diversified. And I don't mean financially, I mean knowledgeable, intellectually. With if you become intellectually diverse and intellectually versatile, you will be able to surpass any obstacle that life throws at you. Some of them are harder, and despite the intellect, you cannot escape them that easy, but you can. And this is what this video is about. I cannot escape the obstacle of poverty right now. At least, I'm not poor. I can buy myself something in the bar. I can invite my friends out anytime I want. I can buy my brother anything that he needs for university. I don't. I'm not. I'm not hungry now. I can buy myself a pack of cigarettes if I want. So I'm okay. And I don't strive to be more than this, okay? I think financially speaking, this is all I want. Being able to afford something and a couple of trips throughout the year too. Why not? What I want and where what I found myself stuck into is an activity that I don't want to do, but I have to do in order to survive. Work. And that doesn't mean I don't want to work, because I do. I think work is really important because it's a method that you contribute to society, I believe. Whether you like it or not, you contribute throughout your work, throughout your profession, whatever it is, you're contributing to society one way or the other, to humanity, which is good. Perhaps it's to contemporary humanity, but you're still contributing one way or the other, which is good. I mean, as long as you have to work, that's good. And of course, I mean, there are times where you work out of necessity, like me, but that's fine. Again, I can buy myself things, I can do everything that I want, basically. Because I don't want much. I don't want material things. I don't want luxury. I don't want ostentatious things. I'm okay like this. What I do want is be master of my time. And perhaps devote most of my time to things I like, which is not the case right now. Despite the money that I'm earning, that's not the case. What things do you want, you might ask? Art. I want to do art. I like. And the reason why, let me explain it, because I was going to explain something, but I want to explain something before. Because I want to give a little bit of context. The reason why I started this video talking about programming and my idealization that I have is that I thought that programming was going to solve all my problems. Which it solved some of them, and it surely helped me a lot. It helps me a lot still, and I think it will continue to help me. I'm gonna. It's like a tool. It's like language. I'm gonna use it as much as I need to, and I'm thankful to myself from the past that I taught myself how to do it. But now I'm talking about something different. I'm not only talking about a tool, and I'm not only talking about a method to be rich or something like that. I'm talking about a way of life. I'm talking about my lifestyle, which I don't want to be 40 and wanting, and I don't want to change it by then. I wanna be happy with my lifestyle currently, and I wanna remain happy for until the end of my lifespan. I don't want to be changing my lifestyle or not regretting, because I don't regret anything, because all the actions that I have take had arrived at this point, had made me arrive at this point. But I wanna do something when I wanna spend most of my days doing something that I like for the rest of my life, and be able to survive from it. That's all I want. That's all I want. I think that's the meaning of my life. To devote most of my time to something that I like, create. I mean, because I like creations, I like to create, I like to design, and I like to innovate. So that's what I want. I want to devote most of my time throughout my lifespan to my creations, to my designs, to my innovations, to my breakthroughs, my idiosyncratic breakthroughs. They are bad, they are good, that doesn't really matter. It matters that they are mine. It's my reflection there. And I want to do that through architecture, through design, through something tangible. I don't want to do it through a screen. I don't want to I don't want to be me through a screen. I want it to be physical, touchable, able to be touched, perceived, felt, humanly as possible. Vision is not humanly as possible. Vision and ear is not humanly as possible. I want all the senses: touch, hear, sight, smell, taste. I think architecture is a good eye agent for that. So I right now have this idea. I have this, just as with programming, I have this idealization of architecture. I have this idea that architecture is gonna solve all my problems, which might or might not be the case. But one thing I know is that I want to spend my time doing something that I like. What is that? It's hard to say because you can like something new and can cease liking on something else too. One thing I know is that I like design, I like creation, and I like material results. I cannot think else. I cannot think of anything else than architecture that fits that criteria. I'm sorry, but I can't. I cannot fathom something, another activity that that involves designing, innovating, tangible results, and creativity. And also that you leave a place to other people, literally like an architectural piece. Like people will see it, and it will be your signature on a country, on a city, which doesn't matter. I mean, it doesn't matter where it is. It is your signature in this world, this human world. So what's the plan? What now? How can we achieve this? Because if you're not fighting for your dreams, or if you're not doing your dreams, then you're in the wrong spot. Sorry, you're in the wrong spot. And that's true. I think I am, but I cannot leave it right away. So what's the plan? I think the plan is the following. Right now I'm doing construction, and I don't want to see myself doing construction for the rest of my life. This is something I do not want to do. I do it for the sake of survival, financial survival. I have to pay rent. I have to pay other things. I have debt imposed unwillingly to me, at least not to my knowledge. Maybe I did click accept when I accepted the loan, the study loan, or I click accept when I accepted the car loan because I needed to move around the city in order to work. Yeah, maybe if you take it that way, it is my fault. But I didn't know the repercussions of that. I was ignorant, and I hate that people take care advantage of that. You guys make me mad about that. But what? What am I gonna do? Overthrow the government? Start planting bombs? Join the Communist Party? No. I have more important things to do, and that doesn't mean that that's not important. It means that that requires more people. I cannot do that myself. Otherwise, I would do it happily, but I cannot do that myself. Which means that I need to change my bet. I'm instead of betting for that, I'm betting for creation, for my livelihood, for my peoplehood, for my enjoyment of my life, of my own life. Which is why I'm willing to sacrifice a few years. In my 20s, I'm 23 years old. To arrive at that place where most of the hours of the day I do something that I actually like. Which right now I think is architecture. Before I thought it was programming. And again, I like programming. I don't dislike it. I enjoy it quite much, but I don't see myself doing it most of the time. What I like, what I the things that I like about programming was the design aspect, the tangible result aspect, the innovation aspect, the idiosyncratic methods to achieve something. That's what I liked, and I think architecture fits that criteria as well. I want to do it. I think I like it. I like the idea at least, which brings me to my another point. I need to like the practice too, because the idea is idealistic. It sounds beautiful. Any idea will sound beautiful. It's the practice of that idea and the methods that idea or concept entails, the one that really reveals whether you like it, whether you're passionate about, and whether it's for you. But I mean, I'm very basic in architecture right now. I'm drawing by hand only. That's all I'm doing. And sure, it is something. I think it is something. I mean, it's a very. I would say it's like a 30. Again, I don't know. Out of ignorance, I think it's like a very big part. Not very big, not the majority, but it's a fundamental part of architecture because you need to know how to design, how to draw. At least that's how I believe. And not only that, I like it. I like doing it. I enjoy it. I immerse in it. I focus on it. I really like that. So, what's the plan then? I know what I like. So let's go back to the present. I know what I like. I know what I want to do. I have a good idea on what I want to do. Now it's time for planning. And I could say that we can go with the flow too. But I also like to have a plan. And I like to I like to think that I'm doing something towards that plan because otherwise I'm just letting external forces or external circumstances to decide for me, and that's not controlling. I might not have the control at all, but I want to feel that like I have it, and perhaps I'm right, perhaps I'm not, but at least in the meantime, I feel I'm doing something right, which is what matters. I'm happy doing so. Isn't that what this life is about? I like that cliche saying like it's not the destination, it's the journey, but I think it's both. The destination and the journey. It's just that it's not like black and white. Sometimes you gotta focus on the journey, enjoy it, be patient for the destination, and sometimes you only need to strive towards the destination despite the journey and the mundaneness of the journey. Just a matter of changing um, perspectives once in a while. So what's the plan? I think I'm gonna keep in this job until I find a second job because I have this project in the fall, let's say, that I'm gonna be designing my first architectural piece, and it's an interior renovation. But hey, that's practice, That's what I'm talking about here. I wanna practice it, so I'm gonna be studying for that, developing things for that. But what after, I think I'm gonna. This weekend is Mother's Day. I'm just gonna relax until then. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna be patient about it. Spend my weekend with my family. And just, well, I take a few days to think. Then I'm going to apply for a second job. Why? Because first of all, I want to save money. I want to save some money for the summer and just to have money. Because on October I might go back to Tijuana to live to save more money for. You're gonna say, I'm just gonna do a timeline here. I'm gonna so starting Sunday, May 11th, I'm gonna start applying for jobs, just second jobs. Um, Actually, I'm gonna do that Tuesday, May 13th, because I have an appointment for the Sentry card on Monday. And if I get hired and they say come tomorrow, I'll have some issues. I just want to be clear, free once they hire me. So on Tuesday, May 13th, I'm gonna start applying for jobs, multiple jobs, and I don't care about the job as long as it's not dishwasher and doesn't immerses in my field of construction. Wait, I'm gonna be applying for jobs once I get it. Once I get a job, because I need to make sure that the employer is okay with me going from 5 to 9, because I need my hours of sleep, man. I cannot leave it just like that. I need my hours of sleep, 5 to 9, or to 10 the latest, man. 10 the latest, because I need to sleep. I'm gonna make sure an employer, to whatever profession it is okay with that. Once I'm okay with that, I'm gonna look for options for the substitution of my first job, my primary job, which is the one that yields more money. But again, I'm not here for the money, and that's why I'm doing this second job too. I'm just tired. I'm tired of this job. I want to do something that I like, and I want to do it now. I'm tired of waiting. I'm tired of planning, actually. I want to do it now. Once I get that, I'm gonna start looking for a design firm that appreciates me and that I can immerse into. I want, like I said, I want to try it out. I want to see if architecture it is really for me. That's that's why I'm securing that by having a second job, because I'm pretty sure that once I go into once I substitute my primary job for something that I actually like, I'm gonna get paid less, which is okay because I'm gonna have a second job and I'm gonna be doing something that I like. That's the important thing. Now, why am I saving money? Why do I need the money if it's so trivial for me? Because I want to get a degree of interior architecture in SDSU. And I know, let me explain. I know because that program is not doesn't give you an architectural license. It doesn't, but it gives you a degree. And I think with that degree in that field, because I feel that that field, the interior architecture, is very extrapolar. Like you can extrapolate a lot. You can extrapolate yourself. I mean, everyone in the world is interested in the surroundings of their interior structures. That means that I can apply to a job anywhere. But also I wanna pay off my debts too because it's very annoying. That's why I want to work my ass off until I'll pay my debts, including the new degree. Once I get it, I'm just gonna do what I want to do for the rest of my life. That's it. That's what I want to do. I think that's the plan for now. I mean, of course I want my architectural license. I might even get a master's degree even later. I can save for that. I can do that on my 30s. But on my 20s, I want to get the degree. I want to pay off my debts. And I want to. Those are my three goals of my 20s: get a degree in interior architecture. Or something regarding design, man. Anything regarding design. Anything regarding art. That's what I want. My second is pay off my debts. I have a good amount of debts, unfortunately. And my third is finding something that I like to do. That's my goals. I have 23 years old. I have 7 years to accomplish that. Those goals. And I think I can do that. I think I can do that if I follow the right steps, if I don't waste time. I'm aiming towards getting one of those goals even this year, getting a job that I actually want. I might pay off my debts later, but I have 7 years to do so. That doesn't mean I'm not gonna hurry up. That doesn't mean I'm gonna be a conformist. That's exactly what I'm avoiding here. A conformist perspective or approach will be to wait in this miserable job until I pay off my debts or I save for something. I don't want to do that. I want to do it right now. I'm tired. I'm tired of this job. It's too many hours, man. It's 8 hours of my life, if or 9 hours if you count the commute time of not doing anything, of wasting time and wasting your cognition on something else. I want to do something that I like. And if I need to be cheap, the rest of my 20s I will be cheap. I'm aiming towards my goal. my happiness, not the happiness of society, of something else or someone else. I want to be happy with what I have. I want to do what I want, and that's what I want to do, and that's what I'm gonna do. So yeah, let's just rest this week, um, and then we're gonna go hit it. I think also another good thing about doing that is that I'm gonna get a second job and I'm gonna leave very small room for free time. I know that, but I think that's good because that will make me appreciate what's important and what is not. So yeah, I mean that's the plan. I'm gonna do that. I'm just gonna give it this week, and then I'm gonna start applying for the second job as a crazy man. Once I get it, I'm gonna start applying for my substitute of my first job as a crazy man. I don't give a fuck if I don't get the bonus of this year or something. I want to do it now. I'm tired. I don't I don't want to waste many more hours there. It's like what? There is like how many 7 months, and you say that each month has 120 hours. So that is 60, what, like around 80 something hours, 840 840 hours that I could be spending something that I like, getting aptitude in something that I like. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start taking classes. By the way, let's talk about that. I'm gonna start taking classes on August, which will make my situation very difficult because I have, well, my time very difficult because I have. Hmm, that's a good point. Because if I don't have time throughout the day, it will leave me a very small window to do things. And I also have an in-person class. What do we do with that? I'll figure it out. I mean, the options are just to tell my employer, hey, I mean, I need to attend this class Mondays and Wednesdays. That's it. Um, I want the degree, man. I really want the degree. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna tell my employer that I need Mondays and Wednesdays. After 12. I mean, if I want the degree, I need to do that, right? So yeah, that's the plan. That's what I'm gonna do. I just wanted to talk about it. I'm pretty sure you will do that. I'm pretty sure you're capable of doing that. And I don't fear that you will not do that. I'm pretty sure that you will see this video and you will think that that was a good plan. It's just that, like I said at the beginning, sometimes it is a journey, as it has been these past years. This couple past years, it was a journey. I was enjoying the journey quite much. I was enjoying my job. I was enjoying my leisure time. But now, I'm tired of it. I wasn't even enjoying my job. I was just enjoying the innovation in it. But now there's nothing to innovate. It's just pure bullshit. I don't have freedom to innovate anymore there. I just follow orders there. I do not want to do that, and not for a matter of ego. It's because that kills creativity. I hate that, and I'm gonna do anything. And if I only need to keep a secondary job to study, then I'm gonna do so. I the only requirement is that I need to pay rent until October, which is my highest. Um, my highest loophole of money. Is that something? Loophole. Yeah, just my highest withdrawal of money. I pay like $2,800 of rent. That's gonna disappear in October, which gives me a lot more freedom I love more freedom to chase my dreams. But until then, I need to follow that steps, and I think until then, I'm gonna work that second job. It is what it is. I want to chase my dreams. I don't want to be ignorantly. I don't want to be happily ignorant. I rather sacrifice my some a couple of years. It's not even my life. A couple of years and the happiness within those years for the enjoyment of the rest of my life afterwards. I think I'm willing to do that. I'm willing to do that, and I would do that. Cheers.